What is going on, party people? It is I, Fumencho, back at it once again with another anime review. Today we're talking about a different series though, not Magus, not Darling. We are talking about B, The Beginning. So this has premiered on Netflix, I believe 2 nights ago at the time of recording this, so maybe 3 nights at the time of upload, I'm not quite sure. And me and my friend, we decided to watch the first episode, and just the first episode. I have not seen any more than that. So let's talk about the first episode. Again, this is a Netflix show. It's all released at once, so I don't really know how to structure reviews for this series. I don't even know if I'm reviewing the whole series. I just thought I'd give my thoughts on the first episode. So without further ado, let's do that. So Be the Beginning it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. There's parts that I really, really like about this episode. There's parts that I don't really like about this episode. I guess I'll get started with one of my favorite parts, and that is the animation. Production IG. Wow. Just breathtaking. Just breathtaking. They are a very renowned studio when it comes to CG and how it's blended in with 2D. And that's one of my favorite parts about this episode, and possibly this entire series, is just how well those things go hand in hand, how well those are mixed and work together. Usually 3D animation comes in, or the CG animation comes in, and just puts such a hindrance on the series. It's so distracting, it's so just like, it's always a bad thing, it seems like. But in this case, not necessarily. I mean, there was a couple shots where I'm like, but for the most part, it is looking really, really clean all the way through, with this tank thing that comes in. That thing looks cool. The car chase was awesome. I love it. I really, really like it. And not even just the CG animation, just all of the animation. The fight scene on the train with, I guess, B is that character with the wings and the weird arm thing and the eye. That fight scene with him and the redheaded dude, just what? Like, it was just so good. The choreography was fantastic. Definitely reminiscent of some I get a lot of Ghost in the Shell vibes. A lot of the characters kind of remind me of Ghost in the Shell. A lot of their designs in particular kind of remind me of a little bit of what they've been doing with the newer Ghost in the Shell series, Arise. They kind of look like that. The characters are also really, really interesting. We have this main detective guy. I think his name was Keith, the guy with the beard, the Keanu Reeves looking dude. I really like that guy, but he's kind of, I know he's trying to be like, they're trying to write him as like the L character of the series. Like, let's have this eccentric detective that like always knows what he's doing but is a weirdo. Like, let's do that. And it, for the most part, it works. It's a little, like, you see it's a little forced in some scenes where I'm like, oh, come on. Like, why is he sleeping here? Like, what? Like, this is just dumb. But for the most part, I did like his character. And by the end of the episode, I was feeling it. There's also the lead detective. I believe her name was Lily. I don't think she's the detective, but the IRF or whatever. RIF. I really like her character. I'm glad that we're getting a female lead, a sort of lead. I don't know who's leading this train. I think there's lots of different characters that kind of we see the perspective of. But I really like Lily. I like her as a character. I actually watched the English dub, believe it or not. I know it's not terrible. It's actually pretty good. I liked her voice. I loved Keith's voice. The lead villain guy, the guy with the red hair, again, I apologize, I'm not good with names. And the names actually in the series are not too hard to remember because they're just like English names, like my name. Like, it's like normal. Not that Japanese names aren't normal, but just they're a lot harder to remember when it comes to talking about stuff like that. Anyway, I'm rambling on. But yeah, I love the dub was pretty good. Like, it was pretty solid all the way through. I like how the episode opened. I like how we just immediately in. It's violent, it's graphic, there's bad language, there's lots of blood and gore, and it doesn't bother me. From something similar like Devilman Crybaby, that first episode just was insane with its blood and gore and just grotesque violence and nudity. And that's not necessarily my cup of tea. I don't really like. I'm not saying that the show's crap. I'm not saying that Devilman is a terrible show. Don't worry. You can still have your Devilman crybaby. Don't be a crybaby. But this show definitely kind of. I was more intrigued by this series, by the first episode, than from Devilman Crybaby. But will the show stand up to that? I don't quite know. I was gonna say I don't quite think so, because I've said all the good stuff about the episode. Great animation, cool characters. Love the setting. This island kind of looks like Just Cause 3 a little bit. Love that. It's kind of like a weird Italy thing going on. I love how they're not focusing too much on the world. Like, it's just, we're here. Like, we don't have to like tell you what this place is. We're here, and I like that. I like all that stuff. But This episode is very by the numbers. I love how I dislike how it's funny how actually how they set up the characters, how they set up these plot lines. They're like, this guy's a mystery, guess he'll find out soon, or like it just feels very like point and click kind of stuff. Like, let's just put this here, let's put this here, this is going here, some tropes right there. Like, it's just very by the numbers. And it doesn't, it's not terrible. Like, it's not a bad thing. It's just, again, kind of tropey. It's what you'd expect from this type of series. And pretty much everything that you do expect from this type of series is, yeah, it's happening. And I don't know. Will I watch the second episode? I honestly couldn't tell you. I want to. I will. You know what? I will watch the second episode. But I see that as the show. I see the first episode as the show being established into a show that is by the numbers, and I don't want the whole series to be like that. But there is some things that I'm really curious about, like this Killer Bee. Obviously, he's an interesting looking character, and he sounds like, why is he doing this? Why is he killing people? He wants these guys to hunt after him. The detective is now hunting after him. That's kind of interesting. I've also heard some stuff that Lily has some ties with that or something. I don't really know. Cool, but I don't know. It's weird. Like, I really like it, but I don't at the same time. Who knows? Comment down below. Give me your thoughts on B, the beginning. Let me know what you think of the characters, the setting, the animation. Just give me all of your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to talk to you guys about it. Hit the like button if you enjoyed anything that I had to talk about today. Also, you know what? Something else to comment is, let me know, did you feel enticed to jump straight to the second episode after watching it? Because I watched the first episode and I was like, I like that. I enjoyed it a lot, but I kind of don't want to watch the second episode. Was that with you too? Like, was that the vibe that you were getting? Because I was really feeling that vibe where I was just like, okay, like, it was good, but not great. Like, maybe my expectation was too high. I don't know. I really don't know. Comment down below, give me your thoughts. Hit the like button if you enjoyed anything I had to talk about today, and subscribe for more anime content like the Ancient Magus Bride reviews, Darling in the Franxx reviews and reactions. My Hero Academia stuff is coming soon. Really excited about that series, and just a bunch of other random stuff like Be the Beginning reviews and gaming stuff, and just whatever. Just subscribe, support me. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Join the party. And yeah, thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.